Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Well, I think the mill's fixed. I have no idea what fixed it. Maybe just unplugging and plugging things in. But you know what? We got it fixed. We got it lubed up. We got it ready to go. Darcy even came over and bucked off those knobs for me on the log. So, you know what? It's time to do some milling. It's been entirely too long. So, let's see if we can turn this log into a D-log. Let's get to it. Well, I didn't think that would give us a D-log, but it did. Well, since we did get a D-log, I didn't think we were going to. 6 inches right there. Got 6 inches on the end. Came up with a new trick, I guess I'll call it. Yep, 6 inches all the way around. Good. Snuck that one in out of an 8-inch log. I didn't think I could do it with an 8-inch log, but I thought, you know, there's something I mentioned in my last D-log video that occurred to me, and I decided to try it. And frankly, I mostly milled, you know, 2x6, 2x8, whatever, mostly construction grade lumber. So my usual modus operandi is take the top off, roll it 90. Now, let me back up a minute. Roll the hooks to the right, center the pith, take the top off, roll it 90, take that off, drop the toe boards, roll it up, and go from there. That always works. It works great. However, with D-logs, it occurred to me I really only need the toe board up once, and that's at the start. So if we set the log up, center the pith, take the top off, drop the toe boards, roll it 90, and then take it off at 7.5 inches, then all I have to do at that point is roll it one more time and take it off at 6. I don't need to have it up, the toe boards up or anything anymore. And what I was doing before is I was doing the same thing. set the toe boards up, center the pith, take the top off, roll it 90, and then try to take some off again. And you can't. And I had to remember that. You got to drop the toe board before you make your second cut. If you do that, it's cut, 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 you're done. Well, you're almost done. Now I got to peel it. So let me go grab my draw knife. One of you asked me in my last dlog video if I do a video about draw knives, and I may try to do that for you, but I've got to tell you, this is my first draw knife. I bought it, I'm guessing 10 or 12 years ago, and I've only learned how to use it on my own. However, because I was given a draw knife, actually 2 draw knives by my stepdad, his father used to build his barn around 1900 or 1910 or something. And I've actually used one of them a little bit. And I was looking them up, and I learned that the way the handles are set will determine how you use the knife, if you'll use it bevel down or bevel up. So if they're straight, apparently they like to have bevel down. I find this one with the angled handles works better with the bevel up. I could be wrong. I just find it works better for me. I've peeled a few logs with it. It works pretty good. So, and I haven't sharpened it lately, and honestly, if you saw how I sharpened it, you'd probably scream, but I use a file. A lot of guys will use a stone. Well, I use a file. Get your draw knife set right, it doesn't actually take a lot of work. I'm really not working hard to pull this through here. So if the log is dry, it's terrible. But when they're still wet like this one is, it's great. Just slides right through, look at that. Don't try to cut your mill with it, though, because metal on metal don't work. So Rob, you donated towards the cause in a super sticker on a live so that I would try diesel, and I need to blow out my water because my water lube's not working right now for some reason. So probably just need to blow it out with some air. So I bought that little oil can, little oiler, and have given it a try. And of course it puts too much diesel on there, I think. But it does sure work. I agree with you. No doubt about it. Now, there's still a little sap on there, so a diesel drip might work better, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue to run windshield washer fluid in the winter, but water and Pine Sol and Dawn because it works, and I think it's fine. But I think it's a good idea to keep a can of diesel around for when you get real sappy stuff that the Dawn and everything won't get it off. So thank you for that. Definitely works. Definitely using it. And for those of you that don't think you need a debarker, I don't know if you can see this dirt right here. This is just caked in dirt. And that will dull a band in a hurry, folks. So with the debarker, it cuts a groove right in front of it. I don't have to worry about it. Decided to try lifting this log up like this and clamping it in place because the last time it moved around a lot on me. The disadvantage is that I step up here in order to keep going. That isn't too much of a disadvantage, I guess. Should smell like pine after this. It's wet enough that you get shot in the face with it. Pine cologne. Why I didn't do it this way before, folks, I don't know. But this is the best way. Makes a mess of your sawmill, but it'll get to be a mess anyway. Just about there, I'd say. Of course, I'm a little bit neurotic, maybe. A little OCD, I don't know. I want to get more of it. But that's pretty good. That'll dry and keep the bugs from boring into it. I need to go get the tractor so I can get this lifted off, so we'll fire up the mill, go get the tractor, get this off of here, put it up on the structure. Let's do it. But folks, there you have it. Got a D-log, got it peeled, got it on the wall, and I didn't drop it this time, thanks to Darcy for helping me out. Good camera crew, right? So, got her done. Feels good. The mill's running good. I'm still a little baffled. I do need to blow out my water lube and figure out why it's not working. Usually what I do is I throw a high pressure nozzle on there and then I just blast it right out the other way. See if that'll throw it past that lube valve. If it doesn't, then that valve might have got cracked this winter, because it did get down to 30 below and I had 22 below windshield washer fluid in there. Oops. So I haven't seen any leaking anywhere though. So that suggests to me maybe it's plugged up. And I will tell you this, I've seen some ice underneath the slash that we're burning. So even though it's 70 degrees, or supposedly that's what it is today, and it feels like it, it was 34 degrees this morning at 8 o'clock. So still freezing overnight. But now I need to get these logs milled up, and I'm planning on turning them into some 4x. That first one's pretty gnarly though, so we'll see how that goes. But let's take a look over here at the wall and see how we're doing. Well, we are 3.5 feet on 2 sides. Now, that guy underneath there, underneath the new one, the one I didn't peel, Doug Fir, that one twisted on me. So, and I think that was a good boxed heart too. The one on top looks a little twisted. It's not. It's just leaning towards us because the log underneath is twisted. So, you know, I'll have to cover it and maybe I'll shim it. But I need to pull that second log from the top off. And I'll have to trim that down to 5.5 for sure. And it might not be enough. And if it's not, then we'll cut her down even more. Still got to figure out where I'm going to put my little tool shed. Haven't decided that yet. But for now, folks, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button for me. I really appreciate it if you do. I'll drop another video right here for you to check out. Y'all have a great day. The old jarhead out. And don't worry, folks, I am going to mill those other logs up, but I got to take a break, get some camera batteries running. All my camera batteries are getting old and dying on me, so I'm going to have to replace some of them. Anyway, y'all have a great day. The old jarhead out.